This morning we're at lot H-10 with the ongoing development in Edison Mobile Estates. That's 852 US Highway 1. We're in the back section of the community and we're going to go take a look at this new house that's arriving shortly. So here's Mr. Dolan with Raul, and they're working on this property. And this is how we start, with digging up the land, checking the infrastructure, forming out the pad, the concrete pad for the home. Wow, this looks sweet. So they're checking everything. You'll see this is the sewer, water, electric that runs to the house, and the gas line. So whenever we do this, we always redo and renovate whatever is existing there. So here's our post with our for sale sign. So this house is a 1-bedroom, 1-bath. It's 736 square feet. And it's presently listed at $80,000, but we're having issues with the COVID-19 shortage and supply problems. And the lumber has gone up and a lot of other things. So we're going to have to adjust some of the pricing now. Unfortunately, the manufacturer has run into a lot of issues with supplies being in short order. So this house will have a concrete pad next door. We'll do that after this part is done. And today is pretty much measuring and preparing. As we've shown you in other videos, we do a trench along the end that's 12 inches deep, and then the center of the concrete pad is 6 inches deep. There's a vapor barrier that's added next. I'm gonna try and walk around and give you a better idea of what's going on, and maybe Mr. Dolan will talk to us a little bit about what's going on.
This one's probably going.
So it's a great smell of earth back here, all this dirt. So this area here has a lot of clay in it, so we're always mindful of what the land is made out of. Here they're running the electric. What a great view here. Good morning, Mr. Dolan. How are you?
How are you?
Want to tell us a little bit about what's going on here today?
We got everything all framed out for the size of the home, the pad. And now we're locating services for electric, water, sewer, and we'll relocate those services where they need to be. You got water up front, you got sewers, the white pipe. So they'll be grading this all out, putting in our crushed material, and then they'll be drilling the footings in the ground. And this house is 16 feet wide and it's 46 feet long. So this pad is a little bit oversized. It's a foot wider and a foot longer, like we do. You can see on this house behind you is a great example. You can see where the skirting comes down. There's a 6 inches from the edge of the skirting to the house. That's the way that we always do it.
It's a great retaining wall.
And this side yard here is about 12 feet wide. So there'll be an 8-foot patio, and then we'll integrate the patio right in with this shed. This particular house, we're going to be redoing all their skirting around the base of the house. This is an older house, but it's well maintained. So it's going to be a great, beautiful 1-bedroom, just like we did over at X5. This is just a little bit smaller.
So I told the viewers that our price has to be adjusted because of COVID shortages.
Yeah, because of the shortages with COVID, we don't really have a fixed price on a lot of the materials that we're using. So as we go along, we have to keep track with the increases that we've received from lumber and all the other materials we receive, concrete. So our price may increase to adjust to that unless those prices come back down. So there's been a tremendous shortage of lumber, shortage of building materials like siding, shutters, shortages because those manufacturing facilities had shut down for COVID, and also they scaled back their production because when COVID hit, they were concerned that the supply was going to be too high, so they cut back, and now we know that the supply, there's a shortage because the demand for those building products really never
skyrocketed.
went down. Yep.
And we had an issue with appliances, right?
Appliances was the same issue, but they seem to have worked out that issue. Right now, as far as I know, all the appliances that come through are mandatory stainless steel. So once again, there's an additional charge for the stainless steel. So we don't have a fixed price for the home. Although we advertised a price, that may increase.
Okay. All right, so stay tuned. If you're interested in this house, the first step is go to the website, myhomeinedison.com. There's a contact page there, and you fill out the 15 pre-qualifying questions, and that triggers the beginning of the intake process. And we'll send you 4 individualized emails. If you don't have an email, get a friend or a family member and let them start it out for you, and let us know that someone's doing it for you. And the first email is the informational email. The application is attached, and so is the rental criteria, which is our rental policy, and so is the lease. This is a land lease community. And after that, you will receive a confirmation of your answers to the 15 pre-qualifying questions and additional questions if need be. And then there's an email for financing if you need it, and then there's an email on the mail-in instructions. Our offices are indefinitely closed to the public, but we found a way to do mail-in instructions. So it all starts with answering the 15 pre-qualifying questions at myhomeinedison.com. We look forward to hearing from you.